I feel like I failed you. And it's so bad because I don't even think anybody's watching. So I really just failed myself. Wow, okay, this is getting weird. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. I'm an aspiring writer. I filmed a vlog like 2 weeks ago, and I had every intention of uploading it in February and starting this whole journey. And then I just had like a lot of inconveniences, like my camera's broken, so it might be like really crooked, sorry. Um, it took me forever to like edit the video and export it onto my computer, and I just was like in my feelings, and it was just not a good look for me. So I just decided to take a break from this and take a break from like writing and just give myself like time to just process, because whenever I start something new, I instantly want to see results. And when I don't see the results that I am looking for, I tend to give up pretty quickly. And I actually just saw this video where this girl was talking about. Um, I'm gonna try to put it here because I forgot what her name is, and I honestly forgot what the name of the video was. But it pretty much just talked about like people who give up on things very quickly or start things and give them up really quickly, and that is me to a T. And one of the things that she talked about was um, having input based goals as opposed to result based goals, and I've always had result based goals, um, to where like I want to see like the results, favorable to me, and if they aren't, then I like feel like, oh, I just put in all this work for like no reason. So instead, to have like input based goals, which is the input based goal would be to make a vlog every Sunday and post it up for you, and then to do this for the next 6 months just to see if I'm like interested and I want to continue doing it, because I just get really really fixated on things, on whims, and then I don't, and I'm not interested in doing them after I've like done them a couple of times or whatever. I don't know if it's making any sense. Anywho, every time I turn on the camera, I feel like I just start rambling and I don't make any sense. It just is what it is. Anywho, just know that I needed to take like a 2 week break. I haven't written anything. I haven't read anything. I did just come home. I just went to go get gas. And so now I did a little bit of journaling. I'm reading a book at this point because I was trying to read screenplays. That's not working out for me. I literally, everything that I did in that last vlog, which was 2 weeks ago, I stopped doing. So I didn't even read the screenplay I was reading. So with that being said, I am only probably going to write for 2 hours today because I'm not really feeling it, but I want to get back into the swing of things because I have a new idea. I'm so excited. I do have an idea, but I also really want to work on this fan fiction. I've already decided that. So the plan was after I finished my slasher that I was going to edit the comedy I just wrote in January, but I'm not even doing that anymore. I'm literally just going to write every single idea I have first and then edit it at some point, because I'm not really in a rush to like, I mean, obviously with screenwriting, once you write a screenplay, that's kind of it. Like there's really no, at least from what I've been researching, there's really no way to like get your screenplays in front of people that will make them into movies. So it is kind of just like I like to write, so I'm just gonna write screenplays. Um, and that's just how it's going to be. Like I'm not really expecting to like make movies for real, for real. Like it would be nice, it would be really cool, but I don't foresee that happening for me. I'm not in the industry. I never probably will be in the industry. I'm never going to be in a room with people where I can like really sell a script and get it made into a movie. Um, and I'm not trying to get published. I'm not trying to get traditionally published. I'm not trying to self-publish. I'm not. So I don't necessarily believe that my books are really going to go any further than like Wattpad, which is fine. I actually do have a Wattpad. If you want to go look at my Wattpad, I do have a book on there that actually did win a Waddy Award in 2022, which was really exciting. So you can definitely go check that out. And this intro is like 6 minutes long, and I'm just like babbling at this point. I was talking about this the other day, and I was saying how like screenwriting Brittany and novel Brittany are like two different people. Like when I'm writing, I feel like there's like two different sides to me, right? There's a side of me that loves love stories and rom-coms and like cute stuff, and then there's the other part of me that likes female rage and like horror and just anger and darkness. And I feel like when I write screenplays, I'm like tapping into that like female rage, that anger. That's why I'm so excited to write Yukamura, to write Kira's fan fiction, because she has a lot to be angry about. If you know, you know. But on the other hand of it, I also really love, and I love romance, and I love being people being swept off their feet. And so when I write novels, I tend to lean that way, and I do really like that juxtaposition in terms of being able to kind of get all of my ideas out through different areas, because for some reason I was starting to feel really pigeonholed when it came to like writing novels. I could only write novels a certain way, and I think it's probably because like rom-coms, or like my love stories I should say, because they're not necessarily always romance, but my love stories don't really necessarily feel like they would work as movies. But then like my female rage stories don't really necessarily feel like they would work as novels. And so that's what I'm going for, and I'm just like really excited. I feel I've never been so inspired, and never had so many new ideas popping up every 2 seconds in my brain, and me just being like, well, let's do that next. So I'm just going with it, and I'm trying to fix my relationship with drafting, and trying to fix my relationship with first drafts, because I hate first drafts, and I actually love editing, and I love outlining, and I love all of those things, but I hate drafting. And part of that reason is because it's just really hard. And so I'm trying to keep that dare to suck sort of mindset of like, it's your first draft, so do everything that you could possibly want to do with this draft, because it's your only opportunity to do every ridiculous, crazy, fun idea that you have. Because once you write the first draft, and you gotta like edit it, and you gotta like be realistic about like what needs to be in, what needs to be taken out. So I'm just trying to have fun, and it's been going well so far. Taking off those 2 weeks was good. It was good, because this scene I just wrote is ridiculous, but it is so good. I'm literally calling out a specific group of people that piss me off. Um, I won't say it here, but just know that I know a lot of us agree on these people that are like this. And oh my god, it's giving me everything that I needed to give me, and I was not expecting to like this scene. Um, I mean, I jumped right into it. I literally stopped in the middle of the scene and I jumped right into it. I didn't even think about it. I'm very proud of myself. This scene's gonna piss some like really old racist people off, and I'm living for it. I love screenwriting Brittany. Screenwriting Brittany is messy as hell. And I would never, and I think because I just know for a fact that no one is ever going to read these, and like this movie would never be made, it just makes me absolutely feral. Like I genuinely feel like I've lost my mind. So I'm still pretty much in the middle of the scene that I've been working on. It's technically like 3 scenes happening simultaneously. Can I talk? Um, can I English? Um, I would say that's probably like my favorite thing. I'm sorry, I'm in my kitchen. My kitchen is a mess. I literally, that breakfast I had was so good. My dry oatmeal. And I had to clean the kitchen. Um, I will say, probably one of the funnest things about writing screenplays is being able to do multiple scenes with different people, because you can't really do that with a novel. At least I never could, because I write first person and I only stick with that one person. Every blue moon I would do it. The only time I do a dual POV, and it really isn't a dual POV, the only time I'm ever in someone else's POV is when I'm writing like a love story or a romance story and I want to be in the love interest's point of view, or like a chapter or something. Um, but most of the time I'm just in my character's head all day long, or in every chapter, and you can't really head hop and you can't see what everybody else is doing, um, which it can be limiting in a lot of ways, but also like nice, because then you have to worry about adding in all these extra scenes. You can only just focus on your character. But I am having a lot of fun being able to kind of show different sides of someone's character by putting them away from maybe somebody who is like their um, comfort person. And right now I feel like in this story, um, two of the main characters are in a relationship, and they're now realizing that they don't necessarily feel safe with each other for various reasons. And so their splitting up has a lot to do with the way they navigate their life now separate from one another. And I hope it's coming across that way. Um, um, but yeah, I think that that's probably like the most fun, um, is being able to kind of like explore and like write like just even just like a small scene. It doesn't have to be much. Like finding new ways to visually show someone's character and visually show someone changing, as opposed to like an inner monologue or maybe other little things that you would do like in a novel that you can't really do in a screenplay. It really does kind of like flex your muscles in the sense of like how do you think outside of the box, because I never thought that I was leaning onto those things, but even just the way that somebody's thought process changes over the course of a novel is still almost characterization in a way that like it can't work as a novel. I mean, it can't work in a screenplay. So I would say that that's probably that's also like really fun too to do. Um, yeah. Do you guys want to know by chance who I picture as like these characters? I've been wanting to tell people, but I don't have anybody to tell, so I want to tell y'all. And so these are my two main actresses. Um, they literally did a podcast with each other actually not too long ago, and it was like confirmation that like that's those are two people that I see as the leads. And then here is the gang, the crew that they're all running away from this killer from. And then this is the killer, or this is the killer, whichever way I'm gonna put it. That's who I picture as a killer. It started off as a joke. I said it as a joke one day, and then my brain just could not unsee it. I literally have no idea if he would even want to be in something like that. He's a mass killer, so you never really see his face. He could be like a random person for all we know. But that's what I picture as it, and I just think that he'd be like really great at it. I need to stop telling y'all that I'm doing writing and reading sprints, because that's not happening. I never do it. ashy my hands are. My hands were so ashy in the last clip. I had so apologize. I need to put some lotion on. You know how like when you're writing a scene and the characters get into an argument and so you just be going off. They just got in an argument like the worst possible time. I know I'm gonna have to end up changing that at some point. I'm so sorry, but I'm about to end this vlog. I don't even know if I want to upload this. This was just not a good day for me. Sorry, I live downtown. It's really loud. Yeah, this was not a good day for me. It's not been a good weekend for me in terms of writing. I just think that I need to get back into it because I took 2 weeks off. And I don't know, maybe I'll come back a little later, but I feel like I'm forcing it and it's just not happening. And that's what I said about me taking breaks off. I just want to take breaks off. I can't. It takes me so long to get back into the swing of things, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I definitely think the break was needed, but I feel like I'm really close. I feel like I'm turning this away because the lighting's really bad. Yeah, I feel like the break was needed, but I think it really kind of failed me now because I can't write and I can't get through this sequence. It's taking me so long, and I don't know why. I think I'm overthinking it, and it's making me mad. So I'm just gonna take a break. I probably won't start writing again until like 5, and at that point, what's the purpose of doing a vlog? But if this is my last time that I'm gonna see you, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very unproductive vlog. I promise to be better next week. Hopefully by next week, I'm going to be in the process of going over my outline for my fan fiction, which I'm really excited about. I'm hoping to be finished with this screenplay by the end of this week. I probably won't, but let's hope. Let's hopeful thinking that that's our input goal for this week is to finish the screenplay. What is your input goal for this week? I don't know how to intro these things. I don't know how to end these things.